I challenge anybody who, have been in a relationship, married, whatever. Go look on my Instagram. You ain't really living like me and my sugar baby.
Willie D Live.
Yeah. The flip side of that, as you alluded to, is that you got women out there who don't have their minds right, and guys will pursue these women, calling them the baddies, so to
Right.
speak, and they end up in these toxic relationships because all they looking for, is a fat ass and tits. So whatever they
Facts.
look, whatever it is, but they're looking only at the exterior. They're not looking at the woman, the inside.
Exactly.
They're not looking at her personality. What her values are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How was she raised? What was she raised to believe in? They're not looking at any of that, and then they find themselves in these bad relationships, and then they get mad at all the women and
Exactly.
say it's all women, and vice versa. A lot of the women, they do the same thing.
Exactly.
They're looking for the guy with the money, and
He
then-
might have that
and-
money
and
one
he-
year. He might
yeah.
have that. That's another reason why you should do the 10-year thing, because a lot of people have good years. A lot of people be up one day and you might have met him in his top light, and then you don't even know that man after. And when he lose everything, is you gonna be there? If he did lose everything, would you be there? You don't know this about this woman until you didn't have it. So you have to see all sides of a person before you make lifelong decisions. And that's having a child, that's being married. Anything that you're gonna make a 100-year decision on shouldn't be rushed. And anything before 10 years is not a common sense type of movement if we talking about 100 years or whatever. But at the same time, on the flip side, there's always a flip side. If you are in, marriage makes sense when you are bringing two incomes together to, up your lifestyle or whatever.
Oh, hell, you finna start a war.
That's what
started
when it
walking
makes
down, man.
sense. When you well, I ain't gonna say it always makes sense like that, but I'm saying like for me, my personal opinion, you definitely ain't gotta agree with this, but I think that a lot of people get married because of the income thing, of them being able to up their lifestyle, because it end up being a lot of people. All I do is do research with it. So a lot of the research I get back from my married people who I talk to, it be, man, don't get married. And I'd be like, why? Just like, man, I thought it's real. Marriage is hard. It's all this here, is that there. I get a lot of that feedback and I listen to that and I don't never have to touch the actual fire to learn my lesson. And that's what I think give me super sense. I can hear people, I can do my research and hear stories and see what's really going on and learn from other people's mistakes. I don't always got to touch the fire. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I challenge anybody who, have been in a relationship, married, whatever. Go look on my Instagram. You ain't really living like me and my sugar baby, so you might not call your relationship what I call my relationship, but I think I'm a way more romantic man when it comes to relationships. I take the girl I'm with, she gonna live a extravagant life. We gonna take trips every month, not just cause of her, just cause this is the lifestyle of somebody who been working hard and want to live like this. But at the same time, I get trays of food, whatever I want, delivered in bed. If you look on Instagram, you'll see that. But at the same time, she gets $5,000 100 bill bouquet for Valentine's Day, 100-foot boat for Valentine's Day. This is the, this is
that
the
what
back
you
and
did
forth.
for
Yeah, it's on Instagram, and this is what I want women who get mad at me for being so confident, who say I say all this stuff. Just go look at it's not nothing to have feelings about. All you simply have to do is go to my page, Slim Thug on Instagram, and go back. Every single month, you will see me in a different country, and I'm not by myself. This is how I move. This is how being with me. If you go look, it's not a one-time thing when you're dealing with me. That's why I'm so for real about this. If you don't treat me like a king and making me happy, then I don't want to I'm not coming home to no type of I ain't giving you that weaponizing love. I ain't giving you none because you said something on Instagram I don't like. I ain't giving you none because you ain't do this. Like I'm not settling for none of that. I'd rather be by myself because I know married people who sleep in different rooms.